seems like the mother of communication, the dragon has not been kind to the people hiding in the shadows. I can't even say her name no more, but let's just say she's running a fake campaign. But we will, for the other y'all to speak sign of it, y'all know what that is, right? Y'all know what that letter that is, yeah. And so, people are scrambling because they see the writing on the wall with Donald J. Trump. He's going to win. He's definitely going to win Georgia. Y'all know I did a video yesterday during the Labor Day. I played the Gold Star family. The Gold Star family pretty much put the nail in the coffin of that particular individual that I mentioned. Yeah, but they really put their foot in that person's ASSRs. So yeah, the scramble is real, y'all. Zuckerberg has put out a lot of secrets that happened in 2020. Secrets yet. People are taking safeguards and safe measures, even when it comes to the migrants, voting in the general election. They have such a high-tech safeguards. Me, myself, as a poll watcher, I'm supposed to take a trip to Athens today. However, I'm going to have to reschedule that because of the time distance from where I'm at now and where there are time expectancy. So I don't want to commit to that time. I don't think I would literally have to leave from where I'm at around 1, and I don't think that's going to be possible. However, I hope they have more days where we can do the whole trip. But from what I have seen so far, it seems like Trump has really gotten so many. It seems like Trump's groundwork is really phenomenal. I don't know how much of that, if y'all heard, my radio was on, so I don't even know if y'all even caught most of what I was saying. So hopefully, hopefully that y'all caught. So what I was saying is that the groundwork of Donald Trump is very good here in Georgia. And the scramble, being Mark Zuckerberg, uh, has changed his tune about 2020, and there's a lot being revealed. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that uh, by the time, look like what we're looking at this September, so they're looking at the writing on the wall. It's become very clear, especially with John RFK endorsing Donald Trump. Numbers have pretty much sealed the deal. So yeah, the writing on the wall is clear. Trump is going to win. The numbers that Kennedy has, like Kennedy endorsing, I think they say about 60% of those people say they are going to vote for Trump. So yeah, that pretty much seals the deal. But I don't want Trump supporters who hear this message to get complacent. Y'all still volunteer, even though I think I'm going to miss my training day today just because of the time factor. Do not become complicit because, as many have said, the Democrats are going to go out fighting. They're going to go out swinging. They're not going to go out easily. Now, another person who's scrambling, I've noticed, is Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is trying to play dumb, like, release these tapes like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was my fault. How could I blunder? How could I mess up J6? She's doing one of those numbers because she does not want to go to prison. Um, Speaking of prison, yeah, they just don't want to go. So all these people are fearing Trump's retribution. You know, Fannie Willis has been quiet. A lot of people have been quiet. Oh, Letitia James has been quiet. Imagine that. So yeah, a lot of these people have been very, very, very quiet, very, very nervous, and I think the only one who's probably taken off, I think Fannie Willis has taken off. I think she done ditched. I think Fannie Willis and Nathan Wade, I think they got ghosts. I'm starting to think the Letitia James got ghosts too, because you're not hearing from her. But I will say this is that yeah, the scramble is real, and people who are serious, unlike these celebrities saying, "Oh, if Trump gets in office, I'm gonna move." No, these DAs that I'm talking about are serious about moving. Like they are about to scramble. Like Fannie Willis ain't gonna talk about it. She gonna be about it when she leaves the country. So she's going. Her and Nathan Wade, they're gathering up whatever money they can right now to make their move to, I guess, the Bahamas or wherever they don't do extradition. That is where they're going to go for the next 4 years. Scramble is real, y'all. As far as Mark Zuckerberg, he's spilling his guts out. He's pleading and he's like crying, asking whatever powers that be. Well, when I say powers that be, people, you can see it all around you. There are people lined up ready to pounce for Trump. You can feel it in the air. You can really feel it in the air. You can really, 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 really see it. And it's powerful. Let me tell you, it's powerful. MAGA is really a powerful force right now. You know, with the Lord above backing Trump, of course. Like I said, if you go against Trump, you go against Almighty Himself, because again, it's God's will for Trump to be here today. It's God's will, more than likely, for Trump to be president, just based on the events that happened in Pennsylvania with the shooting. You know, based on all the wins that Trump is acquiring as far as like the legal cases, as far as like people backing Trump and seeing the truths. It's like the Democrats don't even see the clear picture. Like, I'm an atheist and I clearly see that God has Trump's back. Like, sometimes you just got to sit back and say, "Oh, that's a divine power right there." And there were even people in the Bible who defied God, but when they saw the miracle, they stepped back. Nebuchadnezzar, uh, Meshach, and Abednego, Madrat, Shechach, and I can't even say their name, Hebrew names, but I say that to say this is like a lot of times the people stood back in the Bible and was like, "Whoa, that's that God of Jacob they were talking about." It's that God of Jacob they were talking about. And so, yeah, um, Trump is anointed, and Trump has the power of God protecting him. And so, whatever darts they throw at Trump has not. What was that? What's that saying? No weapon for me. No weapon for me. No weapon form against me shall prosper. Well, it's showing. It's definitely showing through Trump, man. And I certainly can't deny it. I can't imagine anybody except for the Democrats and Miss, who running for the Democrats, denying this great power. You can't deny this great power, and that power is protecting Trump. And Trump is serving God's will, from what I see, from what I am observing. It's undeniable. And so, um, people are scrambling, and I think that people like Zuckerberg and Nancy Pelosi and whatnot, I think they clearly see what they have done and they clearly see the consequences and they clearly are asking for Trump's forgiveness. Nancy's so drunk she doesn't know how to ask for forgiveness, you know. Believe what you believe, like son, but I'm pretty sure God isn't playing a part in this. So Dirty Money, you're saying that are you okay, so let me ask you this, Dirty Money, because I'm not a religious person either. But what I will say, whenever I bring up God, I bring up the bullet going past Trump's ear. Was that uh, was that a real event? I just got to ask you that. See where your head's at. Was that a real event? Them, you know, Trump getting shot in here. Was that real? Because remember, I don't believe in God. I'm an atheist. Sure, it was real. Okay, so are you in the frame of mind I don't know if you've seen the computer sketch where if Trump would have turned a little to the left and a little to the right, that it would have been a fatal blow. Are you in that? Are you in that mindset? Because you know, I shoot guns. You know, I shoot squirrels, and for somebody, I'm a marksman. And let me tell you, you know, sometimes that little bit of wind can make a big difference. Of course. Okay, so your first statement says, believe what you believe, like some, but I'm pretty sure God isn't playing a part in this. So I'm a little confused now. I've hunted and been downrange in Panama. Okay, so we're pretty much eye to eye when it comes to, you know, range shooting and all that, and you know, setting up your scope. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you got your main scope, you got your laser, you got your crosshair. So we're pretty much in line with that. So when you say God isn't playing a part, I just need to know, did he play a part in that rally? Because I wasn't even acknowledging a God or a force until that day. That's all I'm asking. So then when you say a part, like, um, I mean, I don't know what your concept of God is, but that damn bullets that grazed Trump was a miracle. It was a miracle. A part in the rally. Okay, Joker says half inch is that much? Half inch? Half inch. Well, half inch. That's oh yeah, that's half inches. I think what half inch is like half inch, half inch. They say it wasn't much. Again, y'all, I've never been hit in the ear with a caliper bullet like that, and I don't know, like, um, all I could tell y'all is, it, 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 uh, it's one of those things we're going to look back in history, and this is why I suggest, and I'm trying to do it now. Y'all see the little coins with Trump, and he's like, wait, you know, saying fight, fight, fight. Get that coin, get that gold coin. It's going to be worth some money. Now, let's get back to the scramble. Um, right, because I'm not the person to get in conversation about God and all that. Remember, I'm an atheist, so I'm not going to even sit up here and talk about God and have a conversation about the Bible. I'm not going to do that. There's plenty of people on the internet that will do that, and they will do it until it gets on your nerves. They will do it until it gets on your last nerves. And the thing is, they know it's getting on your nerves, but they do it anyway. But anyway, I say that to say this. Um, and I've always said this too because I like saying this: if Trump can dodge a bullet, we can dodge a bad election. We can dodge cheating in an election. So with that being said, yeah, when Trump says fight, I'm thinking about the many different ways we can fight, as poll watchers, as volunteers, um, you know, and hell, just being a person like myself, I have to fight with the propaganda of like the news media telling me as a black person who to vote for. Like, I don't know, Joker and Almighty Stacks. Okay, so I know Almighty Stacks is about how long have you? I know Almighty Stacks. I know he's heard of Charlemagne the God, right? And I know y'all have heard of Charlemagne the God. I'm assuming. I don't listen to Charlemagne the God, but CNN is pushing Charlemagne the God, I guess, to be the spokesman for black people and be the spokesman for black, and shout out to my pink book. This sister, she does like political commentary, and she said, "How can a person like Charlemagne the God, who is from New York, speak for people that are in Georgia?" And I thought that was very interesting because it was Charlemagne God, and it was some light skinned girl that looked like a Puerto Rican from Seattle talking about, I don't know any black people. Well, I guess in Seattle, I guess you don't know many black people living in Seattle. I don't know, never been to Seattle, but you can't speak for people in Georgia. And this is why, yeah, the southern states cannot be represented by people from the north or from goddamn Chicago or even from Los Angeles. You know, people from the South are very unique, especially from Georgia. They're very unique people, especially people that have been educated. So I say that to say this is that just me being a black person, a black man, watching these people they put before the news media telling black people how to vote. And y'all know Steve Harvey's not bigger than me. All these damn black people are not bigger than me. They can't whoop me. I can whoop most of their asses. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Steve Harvey said something about he'll knock out, uh, uh, what's his name? Cat Williams. Cat Williams is like 4'3", Steve Harvey. I wish you would come talk to me like that. But if I beat up on goddamn Steve Harvey, it'd be elder abuse. So I'm not gonna speak on that. I'm not gonna talk violence because we don't want YouTube to flag my video and speaking about aerial abuse, so I'm not going to talk on it. But yeah, people talk all this yik yak big game, and I'm just like, yo, these black people who are like y'all wouldn't hold it. Like, who are you? Who are you guys? You guys, first of all, most of these black celebrities are nerds in real life. They happen to go to acting school and happen to get on as a comedian, but y'all are like not moving the needle in the hood like that. Like you guys don't have the goddamn the cojones to really sell those wolf tickets that you're selling in the media. Like you don't know. Like what? And so for y'all to suddenly come up with this black card, let me talk to these fake revolutionaries because I keep coming across them. Every time I do a show or go to somebody's panel, there's these flake revolutionaries talking about what Malcolm X would do. Malcolm X this, Malcolm X that. And I'm like, really? Really? Because, I've studied Malcolm X too. And let me tell you, Malcolm X was the original black person to talk about you go for policies. If you have not heard Ballad of the Bullet, he was talking about policies. What are we talking about here? So if you're talking Bliss Black Power stuff and you don't mention Malcolm X, what are we talking about? But hell, I'm gonna save that for a whole nother show. We're talking about the scramble. We're talking about the people who are in fear of a Trump administration and who are fear being locked up. Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg, you might want to leave the country. Nancy Pelosi, with your drunk ass, you might want to leave the country too. I believe Fannie Willis has already left the country. I believe Fannie Willis, and if not, if you have not left the country already, Fannie Willis, I would advise you to do that. I would advise you to leave the country. Fannie Willis, and Letitia James and Alvin Braggs, I would advise all you DAs to leave the country right now. It's just a suggestion. It's just a suggestion. So, Dirty Money. Uh, so, um, that's where I'm at with that. So yeah, man, Dirty Money. I wasn't really trying to get into the whole guy thing. That was not my intentions. I was just referring to, like, to me, all I was saying is that there is a force behind Trump that it's like a train and it's not stoppable, and he's going to win. He's going to win. And these fake polls saying, "Oh, Kamala's tied." Oh, she don't listen to those fake polls. Now Rasputin, um, they explain their science. They have a YouTube on YouTube page. I would say definitely look at. You could go with them, but anybody else, yeah, Trump is going to win by a damn landslide, and it's going to be a monstrous win. It is going to be a Ronald Reagan landslide win. Like this, Kamala Harris is the worst candidate. I said the name. I said the name. I said I wasn't gonna say the name, right? Because they be messing up my algorithm. Oh, I don't care. Who cares? The force is the people. Yeah, you know what? You're right. Dirty Money. The force is the people. You're right. I can't deny that. You're right. And that's why there's going to be a landslide because the force is the people. So thank you for that correction. You are so right, Dirty Money. The force is the people. But the news media doesn't seem to want to respect the people. The Democratic Party seems to don't want to respect the people, and especially the weaponized DOJ, the weaponized legal system, seems to not want to respect the force of the people. So I agree with you. It is the force of the people. I I agree. There's no disagreement on my end, Dirty Money. There's no disagreement on my end. You, I knew it was a force. Okay, I just say God, but I just knew it was a force. But no, you're right. The force is the people, and the people are making it clear that Donald Trump is the rightful leader to lead this country. Not only is he the rightful leader to lead this country, he is like, yeah, people know that, yeah, he is the man, not only the man to handle the economy, he is the man to handle the situation with foreign affairs, that being Russia, i.e., Ukraine. He is the man to goddamn get those lower gas prices. Trump is the man. He's the man. Trump is the man. So it's MAGA against the deep state. It's not even about Republican or Democrat because there are no more Republicans or Democrats. There's the Uniparty, which is the deep state, and there's MAGA. It's MAGA versus the deep state. It's the people versus the goddamn government that wants to control and censor everything, man. It's the Marxist government. Um, I say Marxist because of the migrant situation with us as Americans paying for the migrants, and it's like, um, I don't even think the people who voted Democrats agreed to this. So, but again, the force, and that's why you got people like Nicole, you got people like RFK, you got people like Tulsi Gabbard that are all on board for Trump and saying that Democratic Party is not the Democratic Party that we recognize. We don't recognize it no more. So if you don't listen to Trump, listen to RFK. If Trump, if Trump says, "Oh, the Democratic Party is not the same as evil," and you don't even have to listen to Trump no more. Now you got other people speaking for Trump. RFK, Tulsi Gabbard, Nicole. I can never say Nicole's last name, y'all. My apologies. But yeah, these people, and Nicole admitted she had TDS. Nicole admitted she had TDS. And now, um, and now Nicole is saying, look, yeah, Trump, everything that he said about the justice system, man, we already know as a people. We see him, with the mugshot. We see Trump with all these fake, Eugene Carrolls and uh, Eugene Carroll and what's her name, the porn star, and all these damn cases and the phone call with Rasmussen and the J6. Man, we see that it's all a bunch of crock of shit. I apologize. I know I be in some people's living room, so I will keep the cursing down to the minimum. But it is a crock of BS. So I guess I can make my points without cursing, right? I'm getting much older, so I want to get to the more vast audience, so I have to stop cursing. Anywho, um, anywho, the scramble is real, man, and like said, Mark Zuckerberg did a lot of damage with Facebook, and I would say that Facebook is still doing damage, which brings me to Elon Musk. Elon Musk is going to turn X, and they're going to compete with YouTube. Let me say that again. Elon Musk is going to make X competitive against YouTube. So y'all know when that happens, I will be moving to X full time. Because I've been waiting on Rumble, man. But Rumble, I don't know what the hell Rumble going on with Rumble, but I've been waiting for a platform to replace YouTube. As y'all know, and I thank y'all for sticking it out with me. But I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for a platform to replace YouTube. I've been waiting, and so yeah, X. Um, it's just a matter of time before Elon transfers X into a platform that can compete with YouTube. And once they do, I'm gonna say goodbye to YouTube because hell, maybe I don't know. And then I hear talks about maybe Elon Musk will buy out YouTube. I think that's good too. I think that'll be great. That way I ain't got to go nowhere. But you know, um, the censorship with YouTube is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Now I got to do this. I got to do this as a K. You know, even though I done already said her damn name and shit. But because I can't self-censor, man. This shit is hard for me to do. Just like me cursing, right? So, um, let me say this: the scramble is real. Like I said, I haven't heard anything from Van Willis. Again, we have the case going to the Supreme Court of Georgia, or the appellate court. I guess that's what they call it, the appellate court. And also, now I do want y'all to realize on September, I think 18th or 16th, whenever it is. What's up? Yes, Facebook is suppressing MAGA supporters. Oh, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Most definitely. Um, it's not gonna work though. Facebook is. It's not gonna work. I will say this: that I will say this, that Donald Trump has such a large support here in Georgia. Like we have Georgia is red movement, and they have really woken up people who are really fighting back. And so not only is this Georgia, but y'all do know in Pennsylvania and California has the highest registration of new Republican voters. And that's because of MAGA. That's because of Trump. That's no other reason but because of Trump. But I'm telling y'all something y'all don't know. Y'all, that's because of Trump. But California, can y'all imagine California? Like, but I've always known this. I mean, again, y'all remember now. Y'all got to know I was in California during the Reagan era. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, California is a red state. It's just, it's. Let me just say, California is a swing state because you got a lot of Republicans that live in California. Let me tell you, a lot, especially Central California, Jefferson, and parts of Southern California. Um, San Bernardino, maybe not so much, but yeah, there's parts of California that will flip California into a red state. So yeah, California. Um, I would definitely look out for California. Um, so right now, Trump is on the offense when it comes to campaigning, and the Democrats are on the defense because now they're trying to defend, because of Kennedy, they're trying to defend the blue states because of Kennedy. Now, because of Kennedy, not only do you have Kennedy affecting the polls, which some of y'all don't do polls, and that's understandable. Um, Adamas, here in North Carolina, the conversation and raised millions of dollars. Okay, millions of dollars. Um, so the millions of dollars, that's Soros money. That money wasn't raised. So yeah, we know those tricks here. Over here on this channel, Adamas, we know the tricks of how the Soros, and we know the smurfing. I don't know if you ever heard of smurfing, but yeah, smurfing and Soros money being smurfed. So we already know about that in all the states. So yeah, we're not moved by that. That's not going to have any effect. As long as they're not going to cheat, then we're not worried about how many millions of dollars being raised because um, they're splurging the money on stupid shit. Like I said, spending the money on like the Meg the Stallion, spending the money on the Charlemagne's the God, spending the money on these black uh, celebrities is not moving the needle in the black community because a lot of black people don't fuck with the yeah, I cursed again, right? They don't fuck with the a lot of black people in the streets are waking up, and so all that money being spent. I mean, hell, Hillary Clinton had millions of dollars, did she not? Hillary Clinton had millions of dollars. Like the Clinton machine had a lot of money, way more than what uh, Harris is getting right now. And let me tell you, it didn't help Hillary at all. They tried to push the polls and everything. Let me just say this. Don't be surprised if you see electoral landslide. I'm predicting that Trump will hit the 300s. He will hit the 300s when it comes to electoral college. They say that Kamala Harris is tied in Georgia. We know that's. I'm like, no, not. You might have a lot of people who are disillusioned that will vote for Kamala Harris, but you have many more and more and more and more that are awakened in Georgia and it's like, oh no, we got the votes. Oh no, we can't have Miss Harris be president. And so, yeah, that's how it is in Georgia. That is like I said, I can, man, you can see it clear as day that, yeah, the Trump people are about to make a move. Like you can clearly see it. It is all over Georgia. It's in Florida. It's in Georgia, Florida. It's definitely in Texas. You know, you see it, but you're going to see it in a lot of the swing states. And what a lot of the swing states have that people are underestimating is that swing states have more of a push for male voters, white male, black male voters. And a lot of those registrations in those swing states are, look at the numbers. You'll see it in every swing state. Pick a swing state. Nevada, Arizona. Uh, they say Georgia, right? Okay, let's just put Georgia in there, even though Georgia's not a red state. Pick a red state, and you will see that it's predominantly males registering as Republicans. You will see males registering as Republicans. You will see that. You will see that. And so, um, when you got males registering as Republicans, that's in the swing states, then that's why I'm calling an electoral landslide. You know, that is why I'm calling an electoral landslide because the landslide is so, like I said, the swing states will definitely um, play a part in that. Now, when they talk about the popular vote, they're talking about like even though California has a large, but they're talking about your blue states, your many, whatever blue state there are, you have more of a push of more liberal, more, more female vote, more of your Karens with the blue hair, which again, now has been disrupted because of the whole Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard push. So that right there is playing a big factor in the whole swing. And so again, the biggest fear I think is the push from the Kennedy camp and the Tulsi Gabbard camp because Kennedy and Tulsi Gabbard, those are two different camps. Those are two different camps. The Tulsi Gabbard and Kennedy camps are two complete different camps, and both of those camps are now on the Trump train. And because you got Tulsi Gabbard and the Tulsi Gabbard and RFK crowd, you're talking about, I mean, again, let me say it again. RFK is the backbone to the modern day Democratic Party. And so that is a major blow in itself. RFK alone, not only with Tulsi Gabbard, who was the former DNC chair, yeah, both of them are like, you don't, like, why would you backstab Tulsi Gabbard and backstab RFK? Why would you do that? Why, in fact, let's talk about the disillusioned Democrats who feel a type of way because y'all didn't have a primary. Y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that. I don't think I've never talked about that because I really didn't care for the Democrats. But you know what? Now that Tulsi Gabbard and RFK is on board, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the disenfranchised Democrats who voted for Biden and then they pushed Biden aside. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Let's see what it's from Republican. They had over Republicans. Adams. Okay, so Adamus says, "Oh, what swing states? What swing states? Because you're giving me stats, but you're not giving me like when I said the swing states are predominantly male Republicans. I'm talking Georgia, I'm talking California, I'm talking Pennsylvania. So I gave you three states right there. One of them is a blue state. So give me your states where you just said. So Adam said that they had a 100% increase. So what state? Because it's not. I could tell you it's not. It's not Pennsylvania. It's not Georgia, and it's not California. So where did this 200% registration of women come in? And I'm not doubting that. It's just not in California. It's not Pennsylvania. It's not Georgia. I can tell you that off the bat because I've already done that research, and I've already looked up those numbers, and those are males. So what states? So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it don't apply to those three states: California, Georgia, Pennsylvania. California, Georgia, Pennsylvania. That doesn't apply to that. So help me out here. Hey everyone, much love from the Netherlands. Oh man, what's going on for the Netherlands, man? Hello to you, brother. Hello to you. Hello to you. Bam. Woo. Hello to you, my brother. Hello to you. Let's see. For newsreels, I watch YouTube, but I easy search it. It's an easy. So newsreels. Okay, so I'm not understanding what you're saying. I asked you a specific question, like which states, and you're not telling me the states. So again, I have my information. You got your information, and yeah, um, you got your news source. I've got several of my news sources. So it's not lining up. It's just like the polls right now. The polls are all over the place. The polls are chaotic. So I would say even the news sources are chaotic. So again, if you have a source that's saying that 200% goes to Pennsylvania, California, and Georgia, then show me your source. Show me your source. So let me give you my source. So if you go to Rasmussen is one of my sources. Here on YouTube, they got their own YouTube channel, and they would explain their methodology, and they'll break it down. And I was like, I like their methodology. So I'm going with Rasmussen. So if you can show me a page or a source and they break down their methodology, I will take that in consideration. But as of right now, that 200% that you claim does not apply to Georgia, Pennsylvania, or California. So, Thomas, you got to help me out here. I trust the red elephants on Rumble for accurate information on elections. Okay, I got to check them out. I got to check them out. These I never heard of them. I got to frequent. I need to frequent Rumble more often, man. But Rumble needs to fix their studio. Rumble needs to fix their studio. I like Rumble, but Rumble, y'all need to fix y'all damn studio. Fix your damn studio, Rumble, so I can get the hell up out of YouTube, man. Shit, because I want to march up out of YouTube, man. Because YouTube is too left liberal for me, man. It's way too liberal for me. And as y'all know, me being a black person, I'm the farthest thing from a liberal. You know, I'm the farthest thing from a liberal, man. True black men are not liberal. So yeah, hell, black people aren't liberal. Hell, mostly black people are Christians. And I'm an atheist vegan, and I'm saying I'm not liberal. So what does that tell you? I'm definitely not liberal. So anywho, YouTube is close to being Facebook. Oh, that is a fact, Dirty Money. That is a fact, man. I can't tell you the last time I've been on Facebook, man. Facebook is so fugazi that they Facebook is the worst. But like I said, Mark Zuckerberg is one of those ones that are scrambling. Like he sees the writing on the wall. Like he's gotten heads up on Trump's win in November. Like he's gotten heads up. Like they're like, oh yeah, Trump's gonna win. Like we see a damn landslide coming with Trump. So we see a big landslide coming with Trump. Okay, most social media platforms are now going Harris. Oh, you mean like X? I know X is not going for Harris. Rumble's not going for Harris. So I don't know what you're talking about. But now you make a good point as far as like social media. Like Facebook has always been for the Democrats. YouTube has been fugazi. So yeah, and then like the TikToks and all that. Yeah, that's really, you know, the media period has been on the left. So we got to really look at that. If you really want to look at polls, you have to find an independent source. Oh yeah, like Rasmussen. Yeah, Rasmussen is independent. For me, I actually like to look at everybody's polls, and Fox polls are showing the same. Um, when you say they're all showing the same, a lot of those polls got a chunk of that 2.5 billion from Harris. So yeah, they're but yeah, independent polls. I would say one of the independent polls, independent from the fake stream media, is Rasmussen. That's why I called out Rasmussen. But Fox is fake, CNN is fake, NBC is fake. Obviously, I mean they show their fakeness. They showed their fakeness when Trump got shot in your ear, and they were saying, "Oh, well, it was staged," and "Oh, the glass hit his ear." They showed their fakeness. So, yeah, these fake stream medias who are trying these fake stream polls have showed themselves. Like, obviously, have showed themselves. Have showed themselves. Google has shown themselves. So it's like, I don't know. Adamus, are you familiar with the Year of the Dragon, the lunar Chinese Lunar New Year, and what that whole meaning, the dragon, means? Are you familiar with the Year of the Dragon? Bloomberg. No, don't look at Bloomberg. I don't look at Bloomberg. I look at Rasmussen. Bloomberg, all of them, I think a lot of them are compromised. I think their palms are being greased. So no, I don't, but again, I don't use their polls. Like I said, if there's a poll tied to the fake stream media, then their polls are fake stream polls. So that's where I am with that. Socially, people just don't care. You can't say that. I mean, you can't really say that. You just got to go to the right people, Adamus. You got to go to the right people. When I go to Trump rallies and I go to these meetings with these poll watchers and people who are involved in politics, they care a lot. Let me tell you, they care. Trump supporters care. MAGA supporters care a whole lot. So I don't know who you're surrounding yourself with, but let me tell you, MAGA supporters, like, they care. They care a whole heap a lot about politics. And so, yeah, I would say that statement might have been true once upon a time pre-Obama, but in the age of an era of Trump, oh no, there's a lot of MAGA supporters who care. And that's why I said they're waking up a lot of people in California. They're waking up a lot of male Republican males, black and white and Hispanic in California. In California. Don't be shocked to see it in New York too. I'm just saying, don't be shocked to see it in New Jersey. But those people care. Those people who wait in the Trump rallies in that hot ass sun for hours and hours and hours, and I've done it. If y'all see my tan line, you see my tan line, I've done it too. For hours, they care. So maybe the Harris supporters don't do that, but Trump supporters, we do that. See that tan line? We do it. Oh, we wait in the hot sun for Trump. So yeah, we care. So if you're saying that as far as the Harris supporters, then okay, I get it. But Trump supporters, we care. MAGA, we care. The ones who are going to vote for Trump, oh, we care. We will walk over broken glass to vote for Trump. See that? Look at that. Trump 2024. Trump 2024. We care. Some polls and news just pander to the left. Right, that's right, right. We see that clearly, Joker. And that's what I was trying to explain to this Adamus is that, yeah, you got the news media that's pandering and pandering like Kamala's fake Southern accent, just pandering. And it's just like, stop it. Stop it. Stop the pandering because you're just making it worse. Like, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are more responsible for people going to Trump than Trump is. Okay, new Republicans. Kamala Harris and the whole fiasco with the whole anointing her as a Democrat and them kicking out Joe Biden is more responsible for new registered Republicans than Trump is. Or, well, you know, and it might be 50-50, but let me just say that Trump is playing a big part. Who, like, who do you blame for RFK endorsing Trump? Who do you blame for that? Who do you blame for Tulsi Gabbard endorsing Trump? Who do you blame for that? Now, I look at it as a good thing, so I don't look at it as a blame. I look at it as a blessing. But if I'm a Democrat, I want to play the blame. So let me just put on my Democratic hat. Let me put on my damn leftist cap on and be like, who do I blame? Who do I blame? If I put on my leftist hat, who do I blame for RFK? Who do I blame for Tulsi Gabbard's endorsement? RFK's endorsement, Tulsi Gabbard's endorsement, two major endorsements, by the way. And like I said, especially RFK, because RFK has 5% in every swing state. Let me say that again. RFK, whatever poll you're looking at, even your fake polls, let's just say your fake polls, whatever polls, had RFK prior to RFK endorsing Trump had 5%. Some even had 7%. But let's just say, let's give or take 5%. Let's say 4%. Okay, let's see. And RFK is just looking for a position. She wants to keep. Okay, and I don't. And you see something wrong with RFK? Hey, y'all. Adama said RFK is just looking for a position and wants to stay relevant. And your point is what? What is your point? Okay. None of us do this for free. Like nobody does politics for free. I don't understand your point. Adamus, please talk to me. What is your point? Like RFK, you say wants to stay relevant, and yeah, RFK is relevant, and then he's going to make them votes relevant, and them damn numbers, them percentage numbers, are very relevant. So yeah, he is relevant. I guess RFK is serving his purpose, ain't he? I guess RFK is serving his purpose because, yeah, RFK is very relevant right now, and the Democrats are really hurting. They're hemorrhaging because of RFK's endorsement. They're hemorrhaging. They're trying to pretend like it don't matter, but they're hemorrhaging from that endorsement. Like they are bleeding out. And then the Tulsi Gabbard endorsement, too. What they're not talking about, I guess you're not aware that, Trump got more votes in Hawaii than Biden did. I guess none of your news sources talks about that. But guess who mentioned that? first. I'm the first person on YouTube to talk about how Trump got more votes, primary votes in Hawaii, a blue state, than Biden did. But nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. Who here is aware that Trump got more votes than Biden in Hawaii? Y'all press one if y'all are aware of that. Because I kept the records. And y'all can go back and look at the records. Trump got way more votes than Biden did in the primaries. And like I said a long time ago, Trump is going to flip a couple of blue states. This is why the Harris administration is playing defense right now. Trump is on offense. Thinking coming to Georgia like she gonna move the needle in Georgia. She ain't moving shit in Georgia, man. And the fake polls saying she's tied in Georgia. No, she's not. She's not tied in Georgia. Don't hold your breath when it comes to Georgia. Georgia's a red state. And one thing that the 2024 election is going to prove is it's going to prove that Georgia is a red state. It is a red, blood red state. Ain't no cheating going down in Georgia. So, yeah. Let's see. Dot says, rural America hate Kamala, Joe even more. I think they hate Kamala more than they hate Joe. But, you know, it's a toss-up. It's debatable. It's a toss-up. But, yeah, Joe, Kamala is definitely hated. She is definitely hated. Kamala is hated. She's hated, definitely in Georgia. And Kamala Harris is hated in the swing states. And the Muslims hate her and up in Michigan. So, yeah. Yeah, good luck with that. This woman was not voted in by nobody. Like she had one of the most horrible primaries in 2020, and you mean to tell me that this lady's going to get more than Trump? No, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen, and they know it. Their internal polls are showing, yeah, she's hemorrhaging, she's bleeding out, man. I mean, I'm being generous when I say that Trump is at 53, Kamala is at 45. I'm being generous when I say that. That's what the internal polls are showing. That's what Harris's poll is showing. That's what Trump polls are showing. Like she's hemorrhaging bad, and um, Trump is already at the 300s when it comes to the electoral college, and she already had a like. Okay, I gotta ask this question: where did Adamas go? And Europe probably would take in the East. Kamala needs to hold rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. Ha! Right. Kamala caused the war by saying that Ukraine should join NATO before the conflicts. Right. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that, Diazo. Nobody's talking about that. Let's see. Adamas. Um, Adamas, I got a question for you. Okay, so yeah, nobody is talking how China took Hong Kong on January 6th. Damn. Right. You're right. That is good news right there. That's some news right there. Russia and China would on the West Coast. Yeah, if Kamala Harris wins presidency, it's over for us, man. We're going to be conquered because nobody's not going to fight for Kamala, and yeah, the military will disintegrate. It's already weak under your military is only as strong as your leadership, and so we've shown that with Biden and with Kamala. That's why I said I think Kamala's more hated because nobody would lift an arm for Kamala Harris. That would be a travesty to our country. Um, Real travesty to our country. Nobody would fight. Our military would literally not fight. They would become all our military would become mercenaries at that point. Kamala Harris, yeah, that America would be over with. It'd be over with. Have you seen the bull posters? I wonder if they actually think people are that stupid. They do. They think that we're slow. They think that we have nowhere else to go. They really, oh gosh, they don't understand that Rasmussen has a YouTube page and he's breaking down his methodology. They really don't get it. They're really, Dot, they're out of touch. They're out of touch. So, yeah, I guess Adama's got the hell on. Shit, Adama's don't want to answer. Go ahead, Joker say Democrats are sue RFK because they won't let him on the ticket. So he talked up Trump. Okay. Just think about how the world would be right now. The United States doing actually happen the way that those people wanted it to. Okay, so oh gosh, so I hope I got 18 this time. Last time I got that from my friend. He gave me 17, and I was like, ew, 17's kind of light. So yeah, um, yeah, y'all. It's all about reading energy, man. And you guys are very good at reading energy. You guys are very, really good at reading energy, and yeah, people are scrambling. Like I said, Zuckerberg scrambling. You know, like I said, stuff's coming out about the 2020 election. A lot of stuff's coming out about the 2020 election here in Georgia. So yeah, people are up in arms, and they're going. Like I said, we got so many poll watchers here in Georgia. Oh my gosh. Woo. So with that being said, man, let me sign on out. Let me get back to work. But yeah, man. Um, That's my prediction, man. Who's going to scramble? Like I said, Mark Zuckerberg, Danny Willis, Nathan Wade. Those three are going to scramble for sure. Letitia James, I think she's going to scramble too. I think those four are going to scramble for sure, man. I would advise Mark Zuckerberg. Like I said, he's throwing. He's like, oh God, he's throwing himself at the mercy of Donald Trump right now. But we'll see. All right, y'all. The fact over the left, pondering the weak minded. Have a great day. Yeah, you have a great day too, man. With that being said, man, we out, y'all. Peace.